Vikings. Now, once again, the Vikings are going to go for 2 here. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. And he's going to be taken down right. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Dalton's throw caught by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This will be Dalton again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing, Dalton. And that is incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with a Viking. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3 from the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off. And this will remain a 16-point deficit. Cousins now to throw on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Cook again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Passing. It's Dalton. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Andy Dalton. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to get this up to... So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 97 yards. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to Olave on the out route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 95 yards. And the Vikings extend their lead yet again. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Coming left is Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Dalton. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 7-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 38 yards. And the Vikings continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here comes Rager. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 54 yards. And the Vikings are pouring it on. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And it'll be Dalton again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. So Dalton now. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Johnson's got it complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll dump this off to Cook. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Olave over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Here's Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Here's Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. Incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's Olave bringing in another one.